Warning! The following content may contain elements that are not suitable for some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Geoguessr. We are playing a coastal world today. It's a map by mapper, 3-minute limit, and we have the back of a black car, which is incredibly important if you know your car meta. If you don't know your car meta, let me send you on over to the wonderful website called GeoTips. Shameless GeoTips plug. It is run by members of the community. We don't get paid, and we do the best we can to find out how to make this game better for the casual players as well as the pro players. So feel free to check it out, geotips.net, and you can learn about the car meta and what the car meta actually means. But besides that, we now have to figure out where the fuck we are. And let me tell you, knowing the car meta doesn't necessarily mean you know anything about this game. However, mix it in with these polls, and you're looking at probably Argentina. Now, this is going to probably be the North Argentina. As you go further south, you kind of hit a desert, and then you hit the Patagonia, Tierra del Fuego area. And it's just a nice green mess. Nice mountains, plenty of things you can see and feel. Well, you can't really feel them unless you go there. But it's definitely a different area than what you would know. Now, we are running into a bunch of small villages, and small villages are always a problem. Why? Because they're fucking small villages. And you know who cares about small villages? Nobody. Geoguessr doesn't even want... Well, not Geoguessr. It's not Geoguessr's fault. Google doesn't even want to update these small villages. Why? Because they're small villages and nobody fucking goes there. So, that might end up being a meta at one point. Which versions have Gen 4 coverage, which towns and cities versus what cities don't. And if you can figure out that, then you do help limit your potential mistakes when you do play Geoguessr. It should be Argentina. Where in Argentina? I really couldn't tell you. This might have something of importance on it. Su tu ba simpere con vos. If you guys want to translate that, by all means. It means nothing to me right now, mainly because I don't know if it can be something different, right? It very well could be Uruguay, for example. Uruguay has a black car. The poles, the street signs we're on, kind of feel too Argentinian. It is a coastal world, so we should probably remember where the coastline is. It is to our south, so it's probably down here, the Mar del Plata, Nocoria, or any of these places over here that... Uruguay still does fit, but I believe it's going to be Argentina, and it's just, hopefully we have a decent guess. We do have some hotels, but I don't think that's going to really be too important, and we really didn't find anything that sold us, right? We didn't find a town name, at least I don't think we did. That would have guaranteed we knew where we were. And actually, Calamity and I guessed the same fucking city, and I actually got 2 extra points. It ends up being a town called Claro Meco, whatever the fuck that means. We could have found 73, and if we would have found 73, I think we might have been able to get this correct. However, we did not. What are the odds that Calamity and I guess around the same spot? Probably not very high. We do have a yellow divider line, we do have the back of a black car, and it looks like we are on the right-hand side. This should... hopefully be Korea, although we're going to need to try and see if we can find something that distinguishes it from Taiwan. We do have language, and it looks like we do have some rounded characters, so this should be Korea. And there are the rounded characters. Now, I'm not familiar with phone numbers in Korea. I believe Alec added them to the Korean map on GeoTips. But don't hold me to that. I know he did a lot when it came to road numbers and how the road system works in Korea. The water is to our east. Kind of to our south, not really. And it's in a tsunami zone, so we should probably be East Coast Korea. Could it be Jeju? Of course it can. It could always be Jeju. So we need to see if we can't find a blue overhead sign. And if we do find it, it should point to Jeju. Everything on Jeju points to Jeju. That's the good news. The bad news, take that however you will. Let's see what we could actually figure out. Hopefully there's a sign here. Not sometimes. Most of the time we are able to find something. It's just whether or not we then have enough time to use the information we just found to pinpoint where we are. So again, we're looking for blue signs that hang over the roads, kind of like this but bigger, and they point usually to main cities. You can usually find them at major intersections. Here's, I guess it's going to be green. Let's see, we have the Science Experience Museum of Ulgin. And we're in the Ulgin County office. So we're in a town called Ulgin. We know we have to be on the east coast, so we can technically just follow this north until we find Ulgin. So we should be on the coast over here. When we return to start, let's go north a little bit. That looks like it's a peninsula that comes out. We know we're near Ulgin. Could that be what we're seeing and we'd be back here? Oh, we're literally right on the coastline. Like, there's no separation. This is... I don't even know what the fuck that is. A guard station? Don't understand Korean. And we do have a little bit of like a dock coming out. I feel like that could be over here though. Because when we went south, there was that extra strip of land that we kind of turned away from. Right here. Actually, it's a little bit further. So I feel like we're north more, like here. And then this is this. No, it ends up being 7 miles north. Calamity gets the better score. So this is what we just found. And that's where we go away. And that's Ulgin Yup, E-U-P. So we were concerned about being closer to here, and ends up being a little bit further to the north. So Calamity has the better score there. Korea again? Really? We're going off the way the road is designed. We're going to do our best again to try and figure out where we are. This is pointing us to the Hwanjampo beach. When we do return to start, the water again is to our east. So now we need to find Hwanjampo. And that may just be the name of the beach, although it could be the name of the town as well. Because it's pointing us to the Hwanjampo Ecological Museum. So again, same setup. We start at the bottom, and we kind of follow the east coast until we can see it. We may find it, we may not find it. Hopefully we do. Here's Ulgin, here's Solsolyon, Donhae, Gangneung, Yangyang, Sokcho, and Goshing. So we need to then go in a little bit further, and we're going to be looking at these names now. Gongjin. It seems like they end in Ri. A lot of these along the coast are at least ending in Ri. I don't know how significant that is, but I feel like it has to mean something. And you know what I should be doing? I should be looking it up on GeoTips. However, we got to do that afterwards because that would probably be considered cheating. This is kind of close to what we're looking for. It's not quite there. Not quite. And that's what sucks. But overall, I don't know. We might not get lucky this time around, which would suck. Not a lot of H's to start off names. We might be too far in. Or maybe it's on Jeju. If it's on Jeju, we're kind of screwed. But I don't really see it, which honestly sucks. We could keep looking, but at this point we wasted all of our time on just this one sign. And for some reason, I can't find it. It just doesn't want us to find it. This is the closest we have. So we'll guess near it. We're only missing 2 letters, and it's P-O at the end. So that might be kind of where we are. We should be closer to the coastline, which would put us over here more. But that's all we really have. Did we find anything else as we have 20 seconds left? It doesn't really look like it. Did we make it through most of Korea? I think so. Yeah, we made it through most of it. So either we got lucky or unlucky, depending on how you look at it. Let's see how our guess ends up. 161 miles. It ends up being way, 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 way further up here. How did I not see this? I think this is where we started, and I didn't see it. I still don't see it. I still don't see it. But we do get the extra 400 points, so we still have a chance here. We do have... Is that a P? That looks like an F to me, which would be France, West Coast, near a Ferris wheel. What does the Ferris wheel mean? Nothing. Casino Les Toquettes. So I guess we're by a town called Toquette. We did see an AX on the license plate. I don't know how important that is. I don't see a Toquette yet. Toquette. Hopefully we do see it. I feel like it's probably like a touristy area, right? Nope, didn't see it anywhere. At all. Hey, look, Le Toquette. I can't pronounce anything. We are on the road, directly next to the beach. So it should be this road. Well, it could be the Boulevard de la Plage. The first road we're going to look for is probably to our north. We can probably find the Ferris wheel rather easily, right? This actually feels like we're in the parking lot. Is this Rue Saint-Louis? That should be easy to find. La Plix, Rue Saint-Louis. So we are currently right there. We are south of that. I think we have to be in this over here, this parking lot. Because it's obviously... No, there's a road here. But there's a parking lot over there. What road is this that we are north of? This is Boulevard. So we are on the de la Plage. Right over by Jean Monnet. So we're right here. Here's the Jean Monnet. When we return to start, we are north of that. In between, next to hotels. So we're probably over here. Although there's nothing here. So we could be a little bit further up. I don't see the restaurant at the beach either. We're going to guess right here. We do get the perfect score. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. And the last and final location, water to our south. Carte e Cartone. This should be Spain, as far as I am aware. So the southern coast of Spain? Actually, blue and blue. It should be Italy. Or Albania. No riffs, Italy. Unless it's just obviously one license plate. I really can't tell the difference between Italian and fucking Spanish? That's pretty bad. So southern coast of Italy doesn't necessarily tell us exactly where we are. We can guess a general area. But we're looking mainly for towns at this point. Premio Regional Solidarità, which sounds like solidarity for the region. Obviously, I don't understand these languages. I'm making assumptions based on other signs we have seen and other signs that I expect to see, and what it kind of sounds like. We have the Atlantic. It's a hotel at... It says apart hotel. That doesn't actually help us. I'm hoping this is a touristy area. And if it is, we should be able to find a town name. Or at least a distance pointing us to a different town that we could probably use. It's saying holidays that way. The sign that we wanted to see is now gone. That sign's kind of gone as well. Villa ai Fiori in Villa Italia. I feel like if we have to choose what part of Italy gets the most tourists, it's probably mainland, not the island of Sicily. So would it be safe to guess near the mainland? Maybe. But where we would normally guess, I don't think I can tell you. I really don't. I don't think I have a general idea of where I want to guess. Maybe... Let's go to Gela. It's a random town. It's pretty far away. We're probably going to lose based off of that guess. But if we're right, we just pulled something out of our fucking ass and won. And that's kind of what we're looking for, right? Make it play. Make people be like, holy shit. Really, Maff? You know? That kind of guess. I don't think we're going to get it here. But if we do, that would be fucking amazing. Canals remind me of Venice. I know it's not, obviously, but it's lingering. It's fucking there, it's lingering. We have Trieste, and Gorizia. That we could hopefully find in 10 seconds. Fuck. Trieste. We didn't find it. We'll go over here. Fuck it. Where was it? Way up here. Close to Venice, actually. So Trieste is part of Italy. It's better than if we would have guessed the southern part of Sicily. I don't think I would have ever guessed that this was a town called Grado. I don't even think if we would have guessed up here, we would have probably just put it by Montfalcone. So Calamity does end up winning that. That is a good game. Beating us by 700 points. So how bad was our guess there? It could have been a little bit better. So Calamity in first place at 23,622. Taurus not too far behind at 23,486. Scribbles in third at 23,219. So pretty close game. We came in fourth, messing up the last game. If we would have got a perfect score in South Korea, though, we might have had it. 59 in fifth at 22,646. Looks like it was... no. It was just general good game. Each handler in 6th at 20,850. Italy and... Was that the France? Yeah, France. And then Bo in 7th. You don't want to just have France. But getting the perfect score in France with us. 19,625. Which one screwed you up? Korea. Not bad. Not fucking bad. Hopefully... I mean, we're ending up in the middle of the pack. Hopefully we can figure out Italy a little bit better next time. It took us till, what, 10 seconds left to find a city name that we could probably find if we had a little bit more time. But that's going to be where we call it. Thank you all so much for being here. Shameless plug of GeoTips. Go check it out. We are looking into ways to make the loading better, because the loading is starting to lag a little bit. And by a little bit, I mean a lot of it. But until then, guys, enjoy the rest of your day. And bye-bye.